Give you in context, when I started losing weight, I had all the support. I had a girlfriend at the time who really supported the idea of me going at it. I always got, you got this, you got this, you got this. And I really struggled at that time. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have any like help. People didn't want to help me. People just didn't care. It was all horrible. You can look it in my eyes. I was like, man, this shit sucks. And I had, it was a friend of mine who I still talk to. I met him through him because he was helping me. He asked me to help spot him or something like that, and he gave me some ropes and some tricks at the time. And I felt so like loved and respected at that time because at the moment when he helped me, I had nothing, like literally nothing going on. And what I would have done back then is just I would have done a high protein diet with medium carbs because carbs give me the energy I need, and a low fat diet. And I would have emphasized on liver, heart, and creatine because at the time I didn't take creatine. At the time I was one of those guys that believed, oh, if you take creatine you're gonna lose hair or some bullshit like that. But I didn't do the research, and now I know the research, and I would have done it that way too. And I trained and helped a lot of people in my spare time, and I love to see guys get up and actually have some life. It brings a personal like joy to me to know that to see people get out of that, because I was that guy. I'm full of it. I've energy. I wake up super excited to take on the day. I'm super excited to get the work done. I'm super excited because one thing when I was struggling to lose weight is I always had to have some reinforcement, like with like girls and stuff. I used to love like girls being like, yeah, you got this. I would have loved the kiss on my stomach, the kiss on my chest, the kiss on my neck, or the hug. And one thing I need if I had to go back in time is be like, you need to get off that, because stuff like that, they come and go. But the stuff that you build as a man stay with you forever. Everything you do, let's say your weight loss, you take that with you forever. You take the miles you do, the jogs you do, you take that for your life. That's something no one can take from you. Let's say you drop dead, your accomplishments stay with you. Relationships and all that, those come and go. They come and go. So if I had to go back in time, I would have been like, man, you need to keep doing what you're doing, but 4x the volume. And I wish I had guidance like this. That's why I make these videos, so I can guide people that don't know what they're doing, and letting them know they're in the right direction. And if I were them, I would have done it this way, doing it the way I'm showing you guys. You only learn when you're done, and when you're done, you're like, oh man, if I did this, I would have been way better. So if you are fat, if you're really obese, and I'm telling you guys to do this, I'm telling you guys truthfully, but in the bottom of my heart, this is what I would have done to 4x my results, to triple. I always say it took me 1.5 years to lose all this weight. But in reality, I could have done it in 1 year, and I could have done it better. Unfortunately, because of my marathon training, I lost so much weight. Like, I was in my fucking early 40s. Like, and that's good and all, but I had barely any muscles left when I ran through my marathons. And I don't want that for you guys. I want you guys to be lean, aesthetic, attractive, good-looking guys. I don't want you to be all skinny, like looking like you guys came from Mars or something, or came from like a slave ship. I want you guys to like look attractive. And attractive brings a whole different thing. When people, look at you and they're like, oh man, he's attractive. People want to talk to you. Girls want to talk to you. Guys want to connect with you. People want to just have a simple conversation. People want to write down your numbers, because you look like you give a fuck about your life. Oh, there you go. And a lot of people don't. And people admire that. And it does, and it rubs off. And I love to see guys go from, oh man, I'm struggling with life, to, oh man, I can't have enough. I need more time. Fuck the sleep. I need to keep going. And that's what I'm here for you guys. I'm always love it. But any other things I can help, you can shoot me a text on my Instagram page, or you guys can book a call with me and see if you qualify to me helping you out, to see if I can help you personally lose this weight. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys.